One of the most valuable skills in our economy is becoming extremely rare. If you master this skill, then you will achieve extraordinary results. Hello everyone, my name is Shramika. I'm an engineer by profession and a seeker by passion. Deep work is the ability to focus on a cognitively demanding task without any kind of distraction. It's a skill that allows us to quickly master complicated information and produce better results in less time. Deep work will make us better at what we do and provide a true sense of fulfillment. In short, deep work is like a superpower in our 21st century economy. And yet, most of us have lost the ability to deep work, spending our days in a frantic blur of emails and social media, not even realizing there is a better way. This was an excerpt from the book called Deep Work by Cal Newport. I read this book about a year back, and it's only a few days back that I realized I have subconsciously imbibed a few things from it. So what better way to understand me and this book than to share it with you all. So today I'm taking you all along with me on a ride of deep work. So let's jump straight to the point. Let's learn how to practice deep work. Many of us have forgotten how to focus deeply on a single task at hand, or never really learned it in the first place. Learning how to practice deep work requires us to be more intentional than we have ever been in sitting down regularly to concentrate on high impact tasks. Please pause here and go through the various strategies there are for deep work and pick the one that suits you the best. There are a few examples of different people in this book. Two of them I remember very clearly. One of them was about a person who built a stone tower in the midst of a jungle just so that he could go there and focus on his most important task for days and months at end. Another one was of a best-selling author who booked a business class ticket, a round-trip business class ticket from US to Japan just so that he could get about 1.5 days distraction-free in the air so that he could complete his book. Now, these are very extreme examples, and ordinary people like you and I cannot afford these luxuries. But this does not mean that we cannot make use of deep work, right? So I'm going to take you along with me as I attempt to do some deep work myself. I'm going to use some of the tips the author Cal Newport shares in his book. Now, before we start the deep work ritual, it is good to have a few questions answered, like the location. Where can you sit for a long time without any kind of distraction? Or if that's not possible, can you use a noise cancelling headphone so you shut off the world? Try to be consistent with this because consistency helps breed familiarity and it helps you to get into the work mode or the deep work mode more quickly. I usually sit on my desk and chair in this room with the door closed. Next is to decide on the duration. So before you start, decide how long you're going to remain in a deep work session. It's best to start small, like 15 minutes or so, and then work up your way. I choose to use 25 minutes of Pomodoro sessions. Then it's also good to define the structure of your deep work session. As in, we should define what a deep work session would look like. For me, it is with my phone on DND mode, on silent, and with internet turned off. And I usually sit with 2 bottles of water bottle and some light snack so that there's no temptation to get up for some water or some food, because what happens is that breaks the chain of thought and then it becomes more difficult to get back. It takes more effort to come back into a deep work session. It is also good to define what you're expecting out of your deep work session. So for me, it is that I want to write the next draft of my YouTube video. So at the end of this deep work session, I want to have the bare bone structure ready. Okay, now I'll see you after 4 Pomodoros. Bye.
Taking some downtime after your deep work sessions is equally important. I usually choose to cook for my husband and me, or I go down for a long walk in my society premises, listening to a fun audiobook, or I watch some TV shows later in the evening. It is important to take time off because the capability of our brains to function in deep work sessions is quite finite. So there's no point of sitting in front of your work when you're not actually in a deep session, right? Also, have you noticed that some of the solutions to complex problems appear out of nowhere when you're least thinking about it, like while folding laundry or while taking a bath? That is the power of pause. Allowing your mind to rest lets you work through complicated problems or complex problems with greater clarity than if you powered on empty. So go take that well-deserved rest as well. There are a few ways we can enhance our ability to deep work. Concentration isn't a given. It requires a lot of practice to build that skill. So let's make focus our default mode. As a general rule, Cal Newport suggests this. Schedule in advance when you'll use the internet and avoid using internet outside of those times. The next one is to add the pressure of time. One strategy that can help us intensify our deep work is to post some serious deadlines. I often use this strategy. Suppose I want to research for a 1500 word essay and I think I will need about 3 hours to do this. But I allot myself only 1.5 hours to do this. Now because of this smaller time window, this time crunch, I have to work at the highest levels of my focus, and more often than not, I am able to complete the task in hand in that given time. The next one is to stop using social media. In his more recent book, Digital Minimalism, Cal Newport suggests a self-imposed ban on social media for 30 days. Now I know that seems like a lot, so I would suggest you go through my 2-part series on how to curb social media addiction. I've left a link in the description box and you can find it up here as well. The last but definitely not the least one is to find replacements for internet entertainment. Instead of turning to internet for entertainment, go old school. Try going out for a walk or a hike, learn a new musical instrument, or cook something healthy for yourself, or try gardening. All these activities are very therapeutic and good for our physical and mental health. Now you have all these strategies in place to commence your deep work practice. So don't wait up anymore. Instead, go ahead and get started. Pick a good location, set a duration and a structure for your session. And don't forget to take breaks during your downtime. Always remember, the sun's rays do not burn until brought to focus. Happy learning and bye.